Well, the United States is drawing down and removing its military presence from Afghanistan, but it appears it will now have a new opportunity to flex its muscles much closer to home in the Western Hemisphere. Now, Haiti is in a state of unrest 2 days after the president was assassinated, and we now understand that local officials are calling for the United States to send its forces into the country to contain the unrest and to protect the infrastructure of the country, the ports, as well as the airports and the natural gas and petroleum reserves. So at this point, it's not clear if the United States will actually send troops in. There will be law enforcement officials dispatched to the country to help get to the bottom of who assassinated the president.
The United States remains engaged and in close consultations with our Haitian and international partners to support the Haitian people in the aftermath of the assassination of the president. In response to the Haitian government's request for security and investigative assistance, we will be sending senior FBI and DHS officials to Port-au-Prince as soon as possible to assess the situation and how we may be able to assist.
We're also starting to get a clearer picture of the kill squad that was sent and ultimately did take the life of the Haitian leader. Now, it was made up of 28 individuals, 2 of whom were Haitian Americans, the rest of whom were from Colombia. And those individuals, some of them have been captured by authorities. There was a firefight, a gunfight that went on many hours into the night, in which several, 3 of the assassins were killed. Some have been captured.
These assailants, the thugs who killed the president, we've caught them, we've captured them. They're in the hands of the police, as you can see.
Now, 2 American citizens of Haitian descent were among the assassin crew, according to Haitian officials. The U.S. State Department has not yet confirmed that. Russia has expressed concerns that external forces may be manipulating events in the country to serve their own geopolitical interests. They've also pointed to the U.S. citizenship of 2 of the suspected assassins. But at this point, the situation in the country is intensifying. The parliament is pretty much defunct. There are 2 individuals claiming to be the rightful successor of Moise. In addition to that, we understand the Senate has sworn in Joseph Lambert as the new president of Haiti. But unrest is escalating. The military at this point is on the streets and has declared martial law. All are watching Haiti to see what develops.
Just picking up on a point Caleb mentioned, among the 28 suspects, 2 American citizens of Haitian descent. Reports suggest they were working as translators for the hit squad. Now, the operation is said to have been planned for a month, and its aim was apparently not to kill the president, but bring him to the National Palace on a warrant. Professor of Latin American Studies Daniel Shaw believes it was a classic coup d'etat.
The links between the Drug Enforcement Agency, the different intelligence services in Colombia, in the U.S., in Haiti. There's definitely coordination. Nothing happens in Haiti economically, politically, diplomatically, militarily, paramilitarily without the U.S.'s being involved. This could be the justification for the next U.S., OAS, UN, the trifecta of evil and imperialism, for the next invasion and occupation of Haiti, where the entire economy is U.S. sweatshops and U.S. agribusiness. So this whole myth about Haiti being poor and having no geopolitical and economic strategic importance for the United States is ridiculous. So right now it looks like a palace coup. Different wings of the Haitian bourgeoisie, both of which would be in touch with different parts of the State Department or the Pentagon or the CIA or the DEA or these proxy forces from Taiwan and what we're seeing Colombia. They would be vying for this power. They would have their own gripes with Jovenel Moise, and there's a lot of egos and narcissism involved. But at the end of the day, this is a lot of palace intrigue. What matters are the interests of the Haitian people. And as they said to me as I was still in transit to New York City, leaving Cap Haitian, the 2nd biggest city in Haiti, we were hungry when we woke up on Tuesday. The president or the dictator was killed. We had the same hunger when we woke up on Wednesday.